In the 1950s, the Soviet government distributed small plots of land on the Moscow River to Fyodor Tsigankov and several dozen other people so they could grow food. The people did not own this land, according to Soviet authorities, but they were granted perpetual use. Fyodor Tsigankov has spent half a lifetime taking care of his plot.
I brought about 2 truckloads of soil, and in 10 to 15 years there were orchids there. We had so many apples, we didn't know what to do with them.
Moscow's municipal government has declared the Soviet permits invalid. 2 years ago, authorities switched off water and electricity, and the court has ruled in the city's favor. But many residents of the community, called Rechnik, refuse to leave their homes, despite freezing temperatures.
No one used to have houses here. I had a tiny shack to hide from the rain, that's it. But when democracy came, everyone started building palaces around Moscow. Then I thought, why should I be living in a shack? I'm a World War II veteran after all, so I built this house 12 years ago.
As years passed, many regional owners passed plots to their children, who built more homes. Moscow city officials say the houses must be destroyed and the land freed up. They say they want to build a nature preserve in Rechnik. Bulldozers arrived in December and January, but residents barricaded the road. Vitaly Nikitin heads the local city council.
The people were given a plot of land for gardening and they were not supposed to build anything there. But they built houses, made private beaches, blocked access to the river. By the spring we must free the land from illegal buildings, and that's what we are going to do. We are even willing to provide help in tearing down these houses and transporting them somewhere for free.
But Maria Gurginina says the offer is unreasonable.
I'm an old woman and I don't have much time to live. If bulldozers come, I will not let them in. They can bury me here.
And bulldozers have arrived, despite the barricades. One house was destroyed and one protester hospitalized after clashing with the authorities. Government critics accuse the authorities of using ambiguous laws for their own purposes. Evgeny Volk heads the Moscow office of the Heritage Foundation.
Any property in Moscow, whether it's land or buildings, means huge money and colossal profits. And there are people both in the government and in private business who are prepared to do anything to get hold of that property and use it in their own interests.
Residents of Rechnik say the government has offered no compensation for their potential loss. And as they wait for the bulldozers to return, they say they will stay no matter what. Anya Ardayeva for VOA News, Moscow.